precision. We hooked up once, Mia. Once. And you followed me down the street the next day. That's not love, it's obsession. Boom. In less than an hour, the post became a topic in our social circles. People who had known Mia since high school started commenting things like, finally someone said it. I always thought the way she talked about him was strange. Karma exists. She stayed silent on the post, but sent me a series of voice messages on WhatsApp, crying, screaming, asking how I could use him against her. One of the voice messages ended with, "You're destroying my life for revenge." I replied with a simple text, "No, I'm just showing how to rebuild after being destroyed. Something you never knew how to do." And then, without any ceremony, I blocked her. But I still wasn't finished. Not yet. I knew she wouldn't let it go easily. And sure enough, on Thursday night, I got a notification. Mia had made a post on Instagram. A selfie with a crying face, swollen eyes, that low bedroom lighting. And the caption, "It's hard to see your sister steal the man you love, laugh at your pain, and be applauded for it. I'm not perfect, but no one deserves this." Over 1,000 likes. People commenting, "Stay strong, take care, you'll get through this." And what hurt the most? Some people close to me reposted it. The next morning, I went to my parents' house. Mom answered the door, surprised. "What are you doing here?" "I came to talk with everyone." I walked in. Dad was in the living room. Mia came down the stairs as if she were at a funeral, in sweatpants, hair tied back, that "I'm the victim" face. "Did something happen?" she asked, almost sweetly. Something did happen. Enough of you manipulating everyone and coming out like you're the poor victim. I stopped in the center of the living room, looked at both of them. "Mom, Dad, did you see the post? Do you really think it's fair? Do you remember who destroyed whose engagement? Honey, this isn't how you solve." Mom tried. "No, now you're going to listen." I turned to Mia. "You seduced Ryan. You stabbed me in the back. You said sorry with fake tears and thought you'd continue being the family princess. But now the tables have turned. Now you're the one on the ground, crying. And no one's going to save you this time. Because it's not a sad post that will erase the screenshots, the voice messages, the testimonies. Everyone saw who you really are." The mask fell. Mia. She stayed silent, crying. Dad looked down. "I'm tired of being the forgotten daughter while you put on little shows. Enough. The stage is mine now. And the audience? They're on my side." I left without waiting for an answer. In the car, Ethan was behind the wheel, with the radio on, and a coffee for me in the cup holder. "So?" he asked. "It was beautiful," I replied. "She finally saw that she has no control anymore." He smiled. "You know what? Getting revenge on her was more therapeutic than I imagined." "Yeah. And you know what's better?" "What?" "Part 2 is still coming." Part 2 began with an invitation. The launch party for my friend Andre's new restaurant? A chef known around here, with local influencer presence and lots of social media coverage. Mia, of course, was obsessed with this type of event. She always pretended to have a life she didn't. Posted photos in store mirrors, pretending to own the clothes. Ordered expensive food to take photos and return it through the back door. That was it. Appearances. But this time she wasn't on the list. I was. And so was Ethan. We arrived on the right foot. Literally. The entrance photographer stopped us to take photos, and one of them appeared on a city events profile with the caption, "Couple of the moment. Melissa and Ethan steal the scene at the opening night." Mia saw that the next day. Of course. Posted on her stories the classic indirect. Some people need the spotlight to feel alive. I prefer depth. Depth? From who? From someone who threw herself at my fiance's lap 3 weeks before the wedding and was now crying on the internet because the guy she barely knew became my boyfriend? The following Saturday, another event. Amanda's wedding. Our cousin. Mia had always been very close to Amanda. She probably expected her friend to neutralize the situation and ask me not to bring Ethan. But Amanda called me personally. "Mel, please come and bring him. Everyone already knows what happened, and I don't have patience to pretend anymore with Mia. She needs to learn that the world doesn't revolve around her." Mia was there, alone, dressed too tight, flawless makeup, plasticized smile, pretending she didn't see us when we walked in. Ethan hugged me by the waist, and all she could do was watch. But the scene that made the night worthwhile was during the bride and groom scenes. Amanda, very discreetly, called us to dance beside them. Ethan and I were there, in the center, spinning slowly, when Mia tried to approach. For the first time, she seemed disarmed. "Ethan, can I talk to you?" she asked with that look she thought was irresistible. He let go of my hand, looked at her, and said, with complete calm, "No, I'm busy loving your sister." Mia froze. I took a deep breath, looked at her, and added, "And for the first time in years, I'm being truly loved, something you never understood, because you only know how to confuse attention with love." She took 2 steps back, with tears in her eyes, and tripped over her own dress hem. No one laughed. It was worse. Everyone ignored her. That hurt more. She left the hall a few minutes later, and me, I kept dancing. For the first time in a long time, feeling like I was the one who had won. But my favorite part was still to come. A few weeks later, I was invited to participate in a podcast about overcoming and new beginnings. I didn't use names, but I told the story. The one about the narcissistic sister, the unfaithful fiance, the calculated revenge, and of course, the unexpected love. The episode went viral. People from all over the country sending messages, congratulating me, saying they identified with it. Mia listened. I know she did, because the same day she sent a message to my DM. "Do you really need to expose yourself like this just to get applause?" And I replied without hesitation, "It's not exposure. It's liberation. I lived years in your theater. Now the story is mine. And so is the stage." She never replied. In the following days, I learned from third parties that Mia was becoming reclusive. Some brands she was trying to partner with cut content. People started commenting about her obsession with Ethan. The reputation she fought so hard to build with filters and ready made phrases began to crumble. And it wasn't me who brought it down. She sank herself. And me? I kept living. Ethan was no longer just a piece in my revenge. The truth is that in the middle of all that chaos, he became shelter. A shelter that came disguised as an ally. But today was a true companion. And every day that passed, I saw what Mia tried to destroy only made me stronger. And she, who always wanted to win through manipulation, now only had silence as company. The first time I realized I wasn't thinking about Ryan anymore was on an ordinary morning, weeks after Amanda's wedding. We were in my apartment, the sun was gently shining through the window, and Ethan was in the kitchen, shirtless, making
Marking
pancakes,
buy station.
the way he had been doing since the first week he spent with me.
It's your last chance for thousands below employee pricing at Snyder's Ford Broncos 23 grand off. What? 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 Alright. Dangerous people on the planet. Ladies and gentlemen, we have the Hood versus the Cartel. Yes, Hood Loadouts finally have a worthy opponent in today's video. We are doing Hood Loadouts versus Cartel Loadouts. Meaning for the Hood Loadouts, we're using a Glock with a switch and the Draco. For the Cartel, we're using a Desert Eagle, which is absolutely freaking insane, and we're also using the AK-47. You can even unlock it right now. We're starting off with the Cartel, so right here is the Cartel's AK-74 and the Cartel's Desert Eagle. And it's fully automatic. We threw a switch on that motherfucker. You guys do enjoy the video, just drop a like and subscribe. Enjoy the video. Oh, we got our loadout already. We about to test out how this gun is, shot. Are we excited or what?
Sabada, sabada, sabada.
You guys are. Thank you so much. Good team. Thanks for subscribing with the gift is up.
Miles, shut your bitch ass up. I'm sorry.
If you guys want me to rub some baby oil down, subscribe. ride with me.